There you go. Oh, shit. So Nikki decided that we would go to every Target that we could find until I could find this Soundwave from the Fall of Cybertron series. I like the Fall of Cybertron series because they are the ones that most closely kind of cop the feel of the real G1 Transformers, and that's why I like them so much. You can actually once we get this guy out, you'll see that his face is very much his face and his like shoulder cannon thing are very, very much out of the 80s, and it's a slick design. I like it. One thing that is always interesting about these boxes is this thing, which prevents it. Well, you'd think it would prevent it from standing up straight, but it's actually fine. See, it's missing like a corner at the bottom. So like I would hope that it would stand like this, but it doesn't. It's supposed to stand like that. That's just weird. Anyway, that's the box. Well, the thing that I'm most excited about doing while I open this box is the part where they got the I'm over caffeinated and shaking. Maybe I'm just excited. I love Soundwave. I always wanted one growing up, but just buying the actual G1 is like $100, especially if you want like a nice one or a complete one. That's even worse. But getting these, the Fall of Cybertron toys, are pretty cool. I dig it. So you open it up. I love the way that these are taped together. All that's in there is like the instruction book, and the box is red. And then there's the neat grunge effect on the backdrop. Maybe we could use some of that on our website. And it was that. It's explosive. Rawr. But yeah, I've been buying a lot of new Transformers, and the problem that I have with all the new packaging is the amount of twist ties that are in the back. They're not even twist ties anymore. They're actually like fabric that very small elves, I would imagine, are tying these knots into the bubble wrap on the inside of the boxes. So this is one of those things where like it says like 8+ on the box, which means like, you know, so like kids 8 years old and up can play with it, but you got to be a lot older than that to be able to untie these knots and get this thing out. I prefer the old twist ties, because at least then you wouldn't be tempted to just cut them off. I'm in bed, so I don't feel like going and getting something small enough, because my scissors are too big to get in there. I'm going to do this. I'm not even getting the actual figure out right now. All I did was bring out Laserbeak. I think I got Laserbeak. He's really stuck in there. There we go. See, that's rad. I like Laserbeak. Thing that they did different with the Fall of Cybertron, whatever the accessories for Soundwave is, instead of them all turning into cassette tapes, they turn into data discs. Well, they call it a data disc. It looks kind of like the pizza from Ninja Turtles, the Ninja Turtles car that it used to shoot. Oh, but this seems like spring-loaded, which is neat. And there you go. So that's neat. I don't know, maybe it might, seems to me like it's, yeah, since it's all spring-loaded, it just opens right up. That's nice. I'm going to do that again. So it's a super fast, super slick transformation. Kind of looks like the etchings on the Hellraiser puzzle box to me. But I guess you could just push this button on the back, and the whole thing just opens right up, which is neat. I approve. But since it's a data disc instead of a cassette tape, it's shaped differently, but it still does just fit right into Soundwave's chest, as if he was a data disc player. Although, according to the box, he merely turns into some sort of truck. hooray. I don't like it. That's one thing that I don't like about the last couple of iterations of people trying to do anything G1-y, is that they take the G1 characters and then some of them they change the total idea of the old G1 Autobot or Decepticon. I don't like the new Laserbeak. He looks stupid from the Michael Bay movies. I also don't like yeah, I don't like the fact that Bumblebee is a sports car now. He should just be the old Beetle. I'm glad that they called it out in the first movie, but it just makes him far less charming. If they want him to be a badass for the kids, I think he should be more relatable. That's all I'm saying. Again, with these things that are tying Soundwave to the bubble wrap. I've watched a lot of these unboxing videos, and it doesn't matter how boring you are while you're trying to open things. I'm still editing that out. Alright. I don't know if you can see, but there's this plastic thing over his chest. And it's rubber banded to him, which makes it annoying. Because the rubber bands are actually really neat. They're like very, very thin. And they're very, very clear. However, that means that you could end up leaving them on by accident, and then you're trying to play with something or transform something, and you can't figure out why you feel so stupid that you can't play effectively with a children's toy. So here is Soundwave. See, he looks like a badass. See, the face is very, very similar to what I would hope for from somebody that was trying to emulate the G1 series. This shoulder cannon thing is just hanging out there. I think it'll turn into like a car weapon, a communications truck thing. I wish he was still going to turn into a cassette player or a data-disc player. Maybe if he looked like a disc man, I'd be happier. As far as posability goes, because everybody cares about posability, oh, he actually has like ratcheting knee action happening there. His toes are opposable, so if you ever need to make him do ballet, you could do that. This kind of articulation on the wrist I really enjoy, because he can be a little bit more expressive. Maybe I'll photograph him in various poses tomorrow. Head doesn't turn though, which I suppose is good enough, because it wasn't like he really spent all that much time looking around. He would just face whatever it was. He was always a heartless bastard, which was cool. Made him rad. Then this front piece opens up, I'm guessing? Huh. No, that's doing that. Okay, that's going to be part of the transformation. I'm sure that's going to be like his hood or something. But I do want to figure out how to open up his chest and stick Laserbeak in. Because oh, and there you have it. It even has an eject button. Oh, it has an eject button. That's astounding. I like it.
I'm not listening to him reading. I can't tune you out.
This is what I meant about those hidden rubber bands. They're all the way in the back. I have no idea. Person whose job it is to put these things on, I don't want that job. That's a gig. Anyway, so yeah. Alright, so you have this ejecting thing, and then this actually just pushes in. So I could actually just open, like, throw that in there. And I guess Laserbeak should just slot in very carefully to his chest hole. This hole goes pretty deep, so I'm guessing that I could put several, possibly 2 or 3, data discs in. They're selling the the other data discs. I want the one with Rumble, because Rumble was my one of my favorites from G1. His scenes in the Ultimate Doom in Season 1 was the best. Now if I could just figure out how Laserbeak fits into the Laserbeak shaped hole, then that would be rad. And there you go. It was a bit of a fight. And then if I push this thing, and he should make it out. That took a little bit of pushing. And even now he's like still halfway stuck. That sucks. You know, I've never even been able to play with a Generation 1, so I don't know if the tapes got stuck in him. I'll have to watch a video about it. If you've got one, I'll buy it from you on the cheap. Finally got Laserbeak out. We're doing alright. Everybody on the street thinks I'm talking to a bush, but that's where I have my phone. So anyway, main reason I ever watch these videos is if there's like a gimmick in one of the transformations that I don't get. But anyway, since I just got Soundwave and I actually read the instruction manual, as is my custom, I think I can do it. So let's see. So what you first do, you gotta lose the cannon. So pop that out. I'm smoking a cigarette, so I'm not gonna keep that in my mouth. And then this back thing, which is supposedly supposed to be used to fire the discs out of his chest. Doesn't really work all that well, so I'm disappointed in that, but whatever. So you do that, and then his arms got these shoulder guys, and those open up, and you gotta tuck in his fists. Actually, they tuck backwards into his wrists, and his arms aren't staying as shoulders; these pull. So like that guy comes out, that guy comes out, and then these face upward. This the back piece folds down. You push these little side hip wheels that he has forward. His chest, that's one of the things that I like about the new ones. It's like a 3-layered chest piece, because it does open, and then also this chest piece with the teeth that are going to turn into the grill. Just lift. Getting my old challenge today. I'll be right back. Because the grill actually also like bends forward. It's neat. There's a lot of I like the amount of articulation that they put on these figures nowadays. Alright, so that goes up. These the shoulder pads that came up. Reminds me of a football player. Anyway, they tab together. Those tab together like that. And then the his chest piece turns into the what's it called? The windshield. That's super. Next up is the legs. These wheel parts rotate all the way around so that the wheels face up. And then this guy, the back piece, flips all the way around. And then you fold that in. And it kind of grooves in, so then you have to shove that all the way back in. Well, I guess not all the way. It's going to meet the top of the car. This part of the transformation, just as far as I'm concerned, is kind of lousy. Because it doesn't like super snap together and become really solid like some of the Prime figures. Like I would compare this to Bulkhead. If you got a Bulkhead, he's really durable and he plays well, but the vehicle form for Soundwave is kind of disappointing. Anyway, but one of the new features that I really enjoy about these guys I'm pointing the toes, about the newer figures, is that this whole crotch piece pulls out and flips to go somewhere else. Yeah, and it flattens the whole, the whole thing. In the, like 20 years ago, that would have just been the type of situation where this would have been the robot chest, and then he would just lay down to be a car. But they rotate the torso and the groin, the robot groin, robo groin, to accommodate the transformation. The arms will fold all the way in half, so that the pieces. So it's just the elbow. His elbow does that. I'll show you on the other side too. So that just rotates all the way back in. And then the leg pieces, the foot's going to bend all the way backwards, and that whole piece is going to rotate in and under the top of the car. That was made by My Car Is Done. I'll finish this when I'm at home. Alright, so I'm home now, and we left off at, I was jacking up his back. Alright, so his back, see, these pieces don't really fit together super tight, which I disapprove of. But anyway, every once in a while you gotta retab the top together. The windshield looks like it's supposed to tab in, but it doesn't really. It's kind of loose, which disappoints me. But then, anyway, so the leg was coming up and over and in under that top piece, and then you see all these parts line up on the side. It's hard to do this with the camera, so I'm gonna have to do this kind of like this. So those kind of behave as if they tab together, but they're not really tabbing together. It seems a little loose to me. With some of these figures, I get the impression that all they care about is the robot form. And then I'll do the other leg. So you angle the toe all the way in, angle the leg the rest of the way back, and then get that toe tucked underneath the top plastic part, and then push that together and get the arm and the leg to tab together. A little bit of wiggling involved in that. And then, yeah, and I guess in general you have to re-tab everything, everything from like the first 3 or 4 steps, because by then your windshield is flat and the roof of the car looks like garbage. Which they're fighting me today. I don't know what's resisting, why it's resisting so much. See, this is the thing that disappoints me about the transformation. I'm not going to worry about it right now. But anyway, there, you have it. Oh no. Oh, it's just gone. See, this is the type of thing that I would pay like $20 for in 10 years or something, just so that I had a complete figure. And I would spend the rest of my days thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, I knew exactly where I dropped it. So anyway, there you have it. Vehicle mode. Let's put him back. Again, you pop that off. Transforming him back is super easy. Just put that flat down, because that turns into his chest. Pop the legs out, unpoint the toe, re-rotate the tire. I rotate the tires on my Transformers more than I rotate them on my car. So there you go, he has legs again. His arms just unfold. His thumb is placed nicely so that you got something to grab onto to get the fist out. Do that for the other side. He's got his hands back. In the old world, his head would just pop out and we'd be done. But what's nice, again, the groin gimmick that unclips and reattaches, making the torso much cooler, giving him cartoon torso. I just refolded the back piece So it would do that. It shoves right back in. His arms close. These pieces go there. Well, it just, his shoulders, quote unquote, shoulder joints just kind of just slide back up. And then you gotta push these wheels back again. And throw his very losable gun, shoulder cannon sound thingy back at him. That opens, of course. And there you have it.